Good, mate. Self? That's the way.
Should we get started and then? Alright, thanks everyone. Michael Di Venuto this afternoon to answer your questions. Mike's on the side, normal story. Have a question for
Mike, you'd have to be happy with the way today went. Did it go as well as you possibly could have asked for?
I think you asked if I was happy with the way the day went.
Yeah, could it have gone any better?
Outstanding start from our two openers. They've sort of put some starts together throughout the series, but to go on to get over 100-run start when we're chasing 380 was an outstanding effort.
What did they do differently? In particular, Dave, obviously, he's had a lot of starts where he's got to 20 or 30 and got out. Was there anything different about today, do you think, as opposed to earlier in the series?
I think conditions had a lot to do with it today. It's a very good batting wicket out there. A little bit of swing and seam at times, but generally really good batting conditions. We saw a bit of spin out of the rough for left-handers, but you'd expect that. Conditions are good and they both played really well.
Who else? In the front.
Was there any talk from Davey about, obviously, with the news yesterday that Stuart was retired? Was that just one little bit of extra fire in his belly to get one last win in that battle?
I think he's pretty keen to go on for a few more Ashes series now.
Stuart won't be. What's the talk as a coach when you see a target that big? Obviously, you say the pitch is playing well, but it must take a bit of mentality to get started like that when the total is so far away, second highest ever in England.
Yeah, I think there's so much time left in the game from yesterday to chase down a target like that, and in very good batting conditions. So it was just a matter of applying ourselves and playing the way we do, which the two openers went about it in their own different styles, and so far have got us off to an excellent start.
You spent a fair bit of time in the nets with Dave across the course of this tour, across the course of his career. What are the things you've been working on with him, and what have you kind of noticed, in the nets leading into this test?
Yeah, I think on this tour he's looked to be positive most of the time with his feet. You've seen plenty of energy out of the crease. He's had some really good starts, and then generally just made a poor decision when he's been dismissed, which the way he'd been playing is sort of a little bit out of character when he has been dismissed. So, so far in this innings, he's looked really good and made some good decisions and played quite nicely.
Were you surprised that Mark Wood came in so late to the game today?
Yeah, not sure of those tactics, whether he's carrying an injury, whether he can only bowl a certain amount of overs, unsure. So there was some spin. We saw some spin there, so that wasn't a surprise with two left-handers out there to see the off-spinners wheeling away at one end. England are going to have to answer that one.
Testing. Yep. Michael, it's been sort of a very intense, exhausting tour. Comes down to the final day, the chance to end this 22-year drought of winning an away Ashes series. Do you sense there's a steeliness in the group to get it done tomorrow and to summon some late energy to make sure that the result goes the way you want it to?
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot of guys that have been on Ashes series over here in the past and haven't managed to win. 20 years is a long time. We're in a great position at the moment for some of those boys to get that on their resumes. So they're all pretty keen, to score those 250 runs tomorrow.
Hey, David, just a question about the conditions here at the Oval. Obviously, you spent a lot of time here. Over that time, has the pitch generally, is there a trend of it lasting better for longer over that period? Yeah,
the way they're starting these days, they're starting with a bit more moisture in them, and we saw that the first couple of days. Good conditions for bowling, especially with the overcast weather and the lights on. We saw both teams take advantage of that at certain stages, and the wicket generally just gets better and better. I think yesterday it looked pretty good with the sun out. and today looked really good as well. I don't expect it to deteriorate too much tomorrow. Maybe some turn, but other than that, it's still very good for batting.
And just overall, the challenge, I suppose, posed by England, Ben Stokes, the bowlers, the fielders, in terms of even when you guys get a partnership together, they're still asking questions. They don't sort of let the, allow the singles. It's sort of a mental challenge the whole way through, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they adapted to the conditions. Their ball got soft, wasn't doing a lot. It's quite hard to score in front of the wicket, so that they bowl quite full and set fields accordingly. So that smart captaincy, smart play. We don't expect anything less from England and how they're going about it. They're playing some good cricket. Our boys responded quite well today.
Michael, when you get a situation like you've been presented with, where a great England player has announced his retirement on the third evening of the game, and then your players are giving him a guard of honour, there's a slightly kind of jubilant atmosphere. Everyone talking about how great Stuart Broad is and what a great career he's had. Does that kind of add a little bit of desire to poop the party a bit? After all, it is you guys who are going to be lifting the urn at the end of this game, whatever the result.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think we just want to win the Ashes. Stuart's had an amazing career. He's been a brilliant competitor, especially in Ashes cricket, especially in England. He gets the crowd up and about. He's been a wonderful performer. He's been good to watch. At times when I haven't been involved with the Australian team, I've spent some time at Surrey, so I've got to watch a bit of the England boys play when I was there. So, he's been a tremendous cricketer for a long time.
Michael, sorry, one more. Over the course of this series, particularly the last couple of tests, this England bowling attacks had to get through a lot more overs than the Australian guys are. Do you sort of feel like tomorrow might be the day, or do you hope tomorrow's the day where it sort of shows a bit and might actually wear them down and hands the advantage to the Australian batters as a result? Yeah,
I guess this morning when we got our target, we knew we had a long time to bat to score those runs, and we knew potentially there's going to be a lot of overs being bowled at us. So certainly part of that plan is to get them to keep coming back and bowling more and more overs. We'll score as quick as what they let us score. And if they bowl well, we'll try to get through their good stuff.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.